Hello, I'm Sophiralou and welcome to my channel.
Hello guys, and welcome to a very requested video, my sepia colour challenge. As you can see, I already kind of like pre-sketched this piece, and that was because I was really struggling with the layout of this one. I must have redone this piece like 18 times before I finally settled on my final decision. But this one was so much of a challenge. As you guys know, I have done the primary colour challenge, the secondary colour challenge and the pastel colour challenge, and if you haven't, I've linked them down below so you can check them out if you want to. And I have been keeping in theme to do birds with them, and each time I've like really studied the bird to try and understand it as much as I physically can and to go from there. And it's been a lot of fun to try out different birds because it's something that I'm not very comfortable with. The hardest thing with the challenge, sepia challenge, with this is, oh my goodness, like honestly, was tried to make the colours not look muddy. I think I semi-succeeded with it. I'm not the happiest I've been with a piece that I've done for one of these challenges, but I think I was fairly successful. I think probably what I should have done is chosen a smaller owl because I really wanted to have the whole it's called a horned owl, and it's got like little tufts on its head. They look like cat ears, and I absolutely think they're utterly adorable. And I knew I wanted to have a darker skinned girl with this one because all the other challenges I've done, the characters have all been fairly light skinned, and I like to try and balance out, like when I do drawing, I try and like to balance out my character designs to have different skin tones, to have different cultures, just because I think it's good to practice and to try and represent as many different people you can when you're drawing. But that's just something that I want to do because that is my personal goal. I like to try and use my illustration to represent as many cultures as I possibly can. So with this one, I kind of just wanted a really muted effect with her. She's not really looking or interacting with the owl, and the owl's like looking really grumpy. My friend mentioned it actually looks like it kind of reminds them of Game Grumps a little bit. The owl reminds them of Aaron, and then the girl reminds them of a female Danny, and that just made me laugh. And now they've said it, I can't unsee it, and it makes me laugh every time I see this piece. The sepia challenge has a lot more yellows in it, but I chose to go for mainly brown tones, and I think that was because of the owl that I'd chosen. I think if I went back and I did it, I would use a lot more yellow on the girl character to make the owl stand up out much more. But as I said, I'm pretty happy with the turnout. I just know there's a lot that could be improved on this piece, and a lot that I would go back to again. I found out during this challenge that owls are very difficult to draw, especially this kind, because they just have so much malted pattern on them. But I found that if I used the chisel tip on my pro markers and sort of like lightly dabbed it across, I was getting this almost like stippled effect, which really worked for this. So when I did do a few practice pieces, but when I try and do these particular pieces for the camera, I try and do it with as little experience as possible, just because I think it's kind of fair that I do that. For anyone asking, I have used the Dealer Rownbey Mixed Media Pad. I am using Pro Markers, and I'm using Whsmith pencils, as well as I think there's a little bit of gel pen in here just to set like highlights off and stuff. If anyone would like to try out any of these challenges, and if you have done, please link me. I love seeing your work. I love seeing how everyone progresses and tries out different styles to try and make the challenge suit them. I think I may take a break from these sort of challenges where I've like chosen like a limited palette and try to maybe a fun one, just so then I can keep it fresh for you guys. But if you guys want to see more of these limit palette challenges with birds. I am thinking of doing a monochrome one at one point. A lot of people have suggested a neon colour challenge, which I would really love to do. I bought the pro markers for it. The only difference is the pro markers are quite watery, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge to work with them. But yeah, if you guys would like to see more colour challenges, please let me know in the comments down below, or if you have any suggestions on any other challenge videos. As you know, I do a challenge video every 4 weeks, just because I enjoy them and I think it helps you grow as an artist. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know down below. I read all the comments. I try my best to reply to comments, and I really want to know what you guys think, what you would like to see, and if you guys want to see more of these limited palette challenges. I know that I've done 4 of them now, and I don't know whether or not you guys would want to see something fresh on here with the challenges, just to try it out. Maybe I should go back to the Crayola challenge and just do Crayola crayons. That would be interesting. I've not done that before. Or maybe I should try the cheap supply challenge again, because if you've watched my channel, you know my first one did not go very well at all. So with this one, it was kind of a lot of trial and error. I just wanted to build up lots and lots of patterns to try and get that feather effect on the owl, because I want, as with all my pieces have been with my limited palette challenges, I just really wanted the owl to stand out more than the female character, just because the female character is there to fill the space, as it has been with the other challenges. This is just so then the focus is on the bird, and I know all my birds haven't been perfect, they are not to scale. I've kind of done like a semi-realism. They're not quite cartoon and they're not quite realistic. It's sort of like a happy medium. I know with this owl it is definitely too small, because these owls can be quite large, and that was a proportion mistake on my behalf. By the time I'd drawn everything out and I'd started colouring, I'd already seen the mistake, and because I'd already redone this piece so many times, I didn't want to redo it yet again for the like 5th millionth time. It was just getting to the point where it was getting ridiculous, because everything I was doing I just wasn't happy with, and you can get that, which is why it's always important whenever you do want to approach a piece to try and sketch it out. And I did do a little bit of sketching for this, but I didn't do a lot, and it's mainly because I knew what I wanted, and of course I always use photo reference. I always go back to it, double triple check, make sure I'm happy, make sure I've got the photos that I'm happy with, because I tend to grab a few photographs when I'm doing these and I'm looking at different birds. I grab a few different photo references and I use all of them at once to try and get the pose that I want, the bird that I want, the positioning that I want. And this was actually like, I think it was a compilation of like 7 different photographs for this bird, because I wanted the head a certain way, the body a certain way, and I wanted the colours a certain way. So it just ended up being quite a few different photos, and that's just the way it happens with me. So with this, as I've said, it is just about layering and layering and layering, and that's what's really good about these challenges, is you can really push your limit with your layering. For anyone who is asking, the original will be up on the store by the time this video airs, and there will be pre-orders for prints, because I would like prints for this for Glasgow Expo, which is next month, which I'm very excited about. Well, actually no, it'll be this month. Holy moly, that's come by fast. Wow. So I think, as I'm going to point out, my biggest downfall with this was I didn't use enough yellow. Definitely didn't use enough yellow for the sepia challenge. I used a lot of brown and lots of different shades of brown, but that's what sepia kind of is. It's not black and white, it's almost brown tones, and there can be quite a bit of yellow in there, because some browns tend to be a little bit more yellow than others. But yet again, this is trial and error. It's all practice. I think in the end I used about 16 different shades of brown, and just some pro markers alone, and then pencil crayons. I used like a deep reddy brown, a yellowy brown, sort of mid-tone brown and a white one, just to build up the layers and just really try and get it to what I want. I kind of hope that you guys have enjoyed the progress on this piece. I mean, it was definitely an interesting venture for me, and I really enjoyed doing it. If you guys want to see more content from me, maybe subscribe to my channel. I do new videos every week, and I do my 2-Minute Tuesday videos as well. If you would like to see more content from me, or maybe you've got a suggestion on what you'd like to see next, let me know in the comments down below. I'm very interested to see what you guys think, what I should do next. If you guys have any artwork you've done, let me know, let me see. I would love to see what you've been up to. I really love seeing other people's artwork. So I do hope you enjoy my video and my commentary, and I hope to see you in my next video. As always, stay creative.